up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near.
Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my entryway. I love to decorate this part of my house. It's one of my favorite spots, although I probably have said that in the past 2 or 3 videos. I love our little nook here that my husband Bill made out of a closet with our bench there, and our space here to the left on this wall. I have this table, and I'd love to get a chair for there. I'm still on the hunt for a DIY. Love to find like a vintagey type chair and put it in that little corner. So I'm on the hunt for that. But as you can see, I am taking down all my current decor off this table here. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wipe down. This is a wooden unfinished table, so it gets a lot of dust that likes to stick to it. So I'm just going to give this a wipe down before I start placing all my fall decor on it. And behind this wall here is the stairs leading to our basement. And we're in the process of redoing our basement. But once it's finished, we actually plan on busting out this wall and kind of continuing the stair rail to lead to the doorway. So it just will give this area a much more open feel. Right now it's very narrow. And when we first moved in and the area behind me was a closet, it really closed everything off. So that was one of the first projects we did in our home. My husband turned that closet into a little nook area with the bench, and it definitely opened it up. But opening this wall will do wonders. So that's exciting. That's definitely not a now project. It's way down in the future, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, in the springtime. That would be awesome. So like I said, I'm wiping everything down. I do put some pieces back on here that I originally had on here, such as this basket. That little light I leave there, that's actually a wax warmer. I used to put wax in it, but it's in an area where my kids constantly bump into this table, so the wax was kind of getting everywhere. It was kind of a hazard. So now I just use it for a little light, little soft glow there. And I always put this piece back up that I had gotten from Kirkland's, originally lived over my fireplace, now has moved to here. This pumpkin patch sign I've had for years, got it from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if I saw it this year. I may have seen it early on, but I don't feel like I recently saw it. So I'm not certain, but I definitely know that I had gotten this from Hobby Lobby probably about 2 or 3 years ago. Now this find was something special because I have been wanting a truck like this for a very long time. But honestly, spending $40 or more on a piece of decor really makes my insides kind of quiver a little bit. And these can be on the pricier side. So this was $45.99, but it was 40% off. So I want to say I paid $27, which is still, in my mind, especially at Hobby Lobby, substantial for a piece of seasonal decor, but I am justifying it because these are magnets. So this just goes right on to the side, and it can easily be switched out for any other season. So I intend on using this, honestly, 100% for Christmas. I'm going to find some Christmas magnets, which I'm certain they sell at Dollar Tree. I'm going to fill it up with little Christmas trees in the back. How sweet would that be? And I can even take it into into spring. Put some flowers in the back. How sweet would this be? They also had it in red, but I just felt like the white can go year round if I really wanted it to. So I am justifying my purchase here, okay? So you can either be with me or against me, but I needed this truck. I needed it. I needed it in my life. So it's here now, and I think this is where it's going to live, at least for this fall season. And I absolutely love it. And now I'm just sticking some faux mums that I had purchased from Michael's for honestly forever ago. These are probably 5, 6, 7 years old. Just sticking them into some baskets I originally already had here. This little fella I have stashed away with my fall stuff. So just putting one of those mums in here. And they actually came from, did I say they came from Michael's? They came from Christmas Tree Shop. So that's how long ago I've gotten those. And this was my DIY broom, my DIY fall broomstick that I recently made. I made a video on a few affordable and really fun and so easy DIYs for fall. So check that out if you haven't already. It's just a really fun project, and it's something you can definitely get the kids involved in too. I plan on making them for one for Halloween and Christmas, and super fun and really cute, and costs less than $5 to make it. So that was super fun. So just trying to figure it out. When I decorate, I play a lot. I move things. I step back. I leave it for a couple minutes and then I go back to it. So that's just how I roll. That's how I decorate. So the broomstick winds up staying there. I found these little kind of gemmed pumpkins that I've also had for a long time and stuck those there. And now I'm onto the bench area. And this area sometimes becomes a catch-all for things that need to go back in the basement or things that I'm going to be using for outside. This is intended for when we have like guests over, company over, for this to be like kind of a place where we have hooks, so where they can hang their jackets and put their shoes under there. We do not use this for that. We utilize our laundry room / mudroom because we come in and out through the garage. So that is why this is empty. So when we don't have jackets here and shoes here, I strictly use it for decor purposes, and it's wonderful. It's just another spot for me to be able to decorate. So just cleaning it off, taking everything out, and I'm putting some things up here that I probably otherwise would be getting rid of. These, not these scarecrow guys. I love these scarecrow guys. I got them from Michael's a while back. The girl scarecrows is seeing better days. Her head's a little shaky, but we're going to make her work this year. But I'm putting some things up here that I'm not overly in love with, but I don't want to part with quite yet. And I don't want to spend money on getting new stuff for up here right now. So I'm just utilizing what I have and just putting kind of these pedestals up here with my little glitter pumpkins. And I do always put a leaf garland up here. So I am doing that as well. And these garlands are great. These I think came from, I want to say, Michael's. They have very affordable garlands there. And just fixing the sign, it was definitely leaning towards the left and it was driving me nuts. So just had to get that fixed before I moved on. And 2 garlands here fit great. So getting those put up here. And I think my 9-year-old was telling me a really funny joke in that moment. So I'm putting our little bless our home sign here too. I thought that would look really cute here. And not doing too much up here, just like I said, my pedestals that I'm not using at the moment, and just sticking these pumpkins up here. These are really fabulous pumpkins. They're very shiny, they're very glittery, they're very me, but I used to put them in our family room when we had our huge TV unit. I used to kind of put them all in there, but that's since gone. So we are moving things around as I usually do. And this area here with the hooks, I typically for every holiday will hang some sort of banner here. And then that hook in the middle, I usually hang a sign or something on, which I'm not putting anything there right now. I don't have anything that I want to put there at the moment. So if I find anything or I wind up making something, then maybe I'll stick it there. But I think that this looks great just as is. And just wiping this down was super dusty. Those bins had been there for probably a week or 2. So they literally left a mark on the bench. So just getting that all cleaned up. And I decided to put our little scarecrow guy and girl here. I thought they looked really cute. I'm actually thinking of getting some haystacks and kind of making it looking a little more kind of like a vignette area. I maybe stand one up on a haystack. I don't know. I'll see. I'm going to Walmart and I'll be in the Michael's area. So if they have any good deals on those types of things, maybe I'll grab some for this area. But I always put a sign here on a seasonal sign on our welcome sign. And I have a little hook on the back that I keep there for hanging those signs. So I thought that looked cute there. Dusting out our shoe. This is where I keep anybody who comes over. This is where they'll put their shoes. So just kind of wiping that out. and I had an extra mum, so I'm putting that there. I don't have a pot for it, so I'm on the lookout for a little cute pot to put that in. And now I'm switching out these pillows again because I had one originally and then I found the other. These I believe came from Walmart a while ago. Super cute, very affordable. I want to say they were $5 each. And they're just cute to kind of stick into smaller places and areas. So that was my entryway. I'm not 100% done yet, but I'm going to show you the finished project at the end of the video. So now this is our dining room. We kind of recently redid in here. This room has transformed into many things over the years. It was empty for quite a while when we moved in, and then it became a kind of a living room slash family room, and it's now transformed into our dining room. This is our old dining room, this kind of empty room right now that's kind of being used for storage purposes. We have our TV from the basement in here right now. This was our old dining room. So this room's going to stay empty for a little bit. I'd like to make it a really cute sitting area. Hopefully that'll be a fun winter project, but that's not going to get started till we're done with the basement. So anywho, heading back into our now dining room and just dusting down my hutch here. And this is actually our hutch that went to our kitchen table. So our kitchen table and this hutch this hutch is old. This hutch is probably 25 years old at this point, and it's just a good quality piece. We got it from a good quality furniture store at the time, as well as our kitchen table that we still have. I just redid the top of it, but it's still in great condition. It's something to say about good wood furniture, man. It does last. So that is our hutch, and I was on the fence about putting it in here when we redid in here because we did buy a new table for in here, new chairs, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to put that hutch in here, if I wanted like a credenza piece, kind of a shorter but longer piece, but I put it in here and it grew on me, and I really love it there, and it totally goes with the vibe in here, so we're keeping it. It's here to stay. And just wiping down these chairs that I was so thrilled with. I had bought those from Walmart, the Better Home and Garden line, and they're so affordable and they look beautiful and they're actually really comfortable. So this is my dough bowl that I had gotten from Home Goods, I think last year, and I saw it and I absolutely fell in love with it, and I didn't even care what I was going to do with it. I just wanted it. So I use it for food, serving purposes. I use it as like a bread basket. I use it as decor. I use it in a million different ways. So this is kind of my bin thrown up here on the floor of everything that I plan on putting in this dining room. So I typically in my dining room, this is actually the first year that I'm decorating this newer dining room for fall. So in years past in our old dining room, I kind of keep it more neutral. Not the rest of my house is bright oranges and reds and the yellows and the cranberries. And for whatever reason in the dining room, I always kind of kept it a little more neutral. I always kind of had a black and white theme going on. Just thought it went really nice with that. And instead of getting all new things this year, I really tried to incorporate everything that I've had. And this thankful sign is one of them. I wasn't sure where I was going to put it, and I just love this sign. It's just so simple and basic and true. Just one word is all you need. And I think I got that from Kirkland's years ago. So I thought it looked really sweet here. I thought it was a great thing for everyone to see when they first walk in my house. I think it's just a great thing to have there. So I have this garland that I'm just kind of I decided to put this bowl here to not block that thankful sign. And then I just have a bunch of these random kind of whites and creams and green and a little bit of blue hues, pumpkins, that I've gotten. They were individual. Some of them fell off of some garland. So we're just kind of grabbing them, getting them all together here, and I'm just going to pile them into this bowl. And I just think it looks super sweet and so cute. Very simple, very easy. You can find pumpkins for an affordable price anywhere. Walmart, Michael's, all of them. Hobby Lobby. It's really fun to use them. They're super cute and look great. And then this picture, I'm putting the stems in that kind of match all of this decor, the garland and all of that. And I also have a wreath that you'll see I use on the table that kind of ties into all the colors matching together. And I want to say I got that collection from Michael's long time ago. So always be thankful. This little kind of plant pot here, I wasn't sure if I was going to put anything in it, but I just thought it even looked cute on its own. So just sticking that up there. And this is my buffalo check. I definitely went through a buffalo check phase where I was doing my old dining room cushion chairs. The cushions to the chairs were buffalo check. I had reupholstered them. So I had done a lot of that kind of theming in my old dining room. But I thought it would work in here. So I have this hutch to fill in. I have some serving pieces in here that I'm keeping in there, but I'm just kind of adding my pumpkins to the back, and I have a bunch of these fabric black and white pumpkins that I'm just kind of sticking in, just layering everything in, and I think it looks cute. I think it's fine enough. Next year, if I decide to go a different route, I might, but I thought it all worked in here. It's really cute. I love these pumpkins. I love the texture. I love how soft and just sweet they look, and they work really good in here. So it's just finding places for these little pumpkins to live, and then we're going to move on to my table.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take,
I don't know why I got such a kick out of this. I went to put a stem of flowers in this vase, and there's no hole in the top to stick anything in, but there's a hole on the bottom. Maybe it's for something else. I think when I got it, I think I got this from Hobby Lobby and it was on clearance for like $3. And I don't know what I thought I could stick something in it. So I just thought that was funny.
with valleys and with peaks, but you bring joy into my life, turn frowns into cheeks. Through all the ups and downs, you've been my saving grace. With every step we take, our love will find its place. Can be a crazy place with valleys and with peaks, but you bring joy into my life, turn frowns into cheeks.
I think next year I definitely would love to do more here, but I'm really trying to focus on even finishing this room with year-round decor. I really want to get a little bar cart for in here. That corner there, right to the side between the window and the hutch, I am looking for the perfect pot, and I want a real tree there. Like I want a huge, beautiful, airy, wispy kind of real tree to put there. So I didn't want to go crazy buying a bunch of new decor for in here for the season, especially when I'm still on the lookout for other things. So heading over here to my accent wall that my husband and I did together, and I thought it would be fun to just add a few pops of orange in here since it is so prevalent in the rest of my house. I did want to tie it in a little bit, so I thought this sign would look super cute here hanging over my throw, as well as this little Hello Fall kind of charcuterie board. I made this out of things from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree. I just think it's super cute and adds a nice neutral touch over here. And when I decorated this wall, I intentionally did it with a lot of neutral things so that instead of having to take things off for the holidays, I can just add two. So just adding a few of these fall touches here, and it'll be very easy for me to swap out for Christmas and so on throughout the holidays. So I had this Hello Autumn basket for a while now, and I'm currently looking at what is on the back of it. I'm like, what is this? I honestly still have no idea what it was, but it's like super sticky and gross. And I did wind up taking it into the kitchen and just wiping it down a little bit because I knew it was going to be touching the wall, and it's just gross. And nothing else in that bin was gross. So I don't know if it was glue that kind of melted from behind it. I'm not really certain, but anyway, we got it taken care of. I had wiped it down a little bit. So hung that there. And then I have this big oversized buffalo check fabric pumpkin that for now here, as you're seeing my beautiful Verizon wireless box, which I'm hoping my plant that I want to get will cover. Just sticking that pumpkin there. And these coasters, so cute, came from TJ Maxx. And I love TJ Maxx. I mean, man, these things, I feel like if you found them anywhere else, you'd be spending 4 times the price. They're heavy and marble and beautiful. So keep your eyes peeled for things like that. And TJ Maxx Home Goods, they're so great for all that stuff. But anyway, I had these elephant ear wreaths. And honestly, I wasn't intending on using them for fall because to me, they really yell spring. But because I had so much still of that kind of green, neutral light green color in here, I thought they actually would look kind of fun. And I always like to tie a seasonal wreath on these 2 head chairs. And then I found this ribbon that I had in my ribbon stash. And oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful velvet, perfect shade of orange ribbon. And I just thought it really popped in here. And it lent again to bringing a little more of that orange in than I have through the rest of the house. But I didn't want to overkill in here. So this ribbon did come from Hobby Lobby. I got it last year, but I'm certain that they still have it. They have a beautiful fall ribbon selection there. And that's the thing. If you have things that you're not sure if you want to keep or that they go with the holiday, just add a little ribbon to it. Just add a little ribbon to it for the season. And all of a sudden, right here, I have a fall wreath. And then I'll do the same thing for Christmas. I'll add a little Christmas ribbon. And now I have a Christmas wreath. And it just keeps me from having to buy multiple wreaths throughout the year. And then of course, have to store them. So just tying a sweet little bow, leaving long tails because I love the look of that. And I've had these leaves, they're just kind of scatter leaves that I used in my old dining room with all my buffalo check decor. And just finding where I want to put them. Wasn't sure if I wind up having just enough for each place setting. So I just go ahead and place one into each bowl. What if I do find anything for this dining room more? This is just what I had extra. That garland I'm actually bringing back to Walmart, and then these pieces I'm going to scatter throughout the rest of the house. And these lanterns, I really would love to try to use them in here because I think they go great. But for now, I'm going to put them to the side. I'm not sure where I want to put them yet. So just giving it a quick vacuum in here. But anyway, to go back to what I was saying, the only thing I'd like to get in here seasonally wise still is some seasonal leaves to go in that urn that I have on the table. I took out the green ones. They were a little too springy looking for me. So I would like to get some big wispy flowy stems to put into that. And I do wind up finding a little cozy green, and you'll see later when I give you an overview of the room, sign at Walmart when I had run in to get something that was totally unrelated to seasonal decorating, but that's what happens when you run into Walmart. It's like the fall section just pulls me in. It's like calling my name. It's like I can't not go into that store without walking down that aisle. So anyway, I do add a piece to put there. There was something else I wanted to add to this dining room. Oh, napkins. I would really like to find some cute, even year-round napkins. And you know what I'm saying. Not like napkins you use to wipe your face, but like, napkins that look pretty. Just dovetailing these little ribbons here, just doing that on the ends. I like to find napkins. And if I can find like seasonal napkin rings, or actually that's a really fun DIY that I'd like to do myself, I'd like to do that as well. So I thought it'd be cute since I put the ribbon on those wreaths to kind of just add a little more of that orange into the dining room. So I'm just making some quick little simple bows, nothing to it, and just putting them into these little pumpkin kind of table decor here. So I'm going to stick those in there so that everything kind of coordinates together. And then I'm going to give you an overview of everything we've done today. And I'm so excited. I think it all just turns out, for me, probably not for most, but for me in here, this is simple. This is kind of simple to me. If you see the rest of my house, it walks in and it's just like I literally threw up fall, which is how I like it. And I'm not apologizing for it. I love it. I want to be in a Hallmark movie all day, every day. So if I can't actually be in one, I like to imagine that I'm in one. So I'm just giving you a little bit overview now, and this is actually another DIY I did. I made this candle, and it's just so stinking cute, and I can't wait to do those for gifts for the holidays for using Christmas colors and all of that. So that's in my video as well with the broomstick. If you want to check that out, I'll link it for you, of course. I'm loving my truck. I can't wait to decorate that for all the seasons. And the mums look super cute here, and I haven't even decorated the front of my house yet. We just have so much going on. We are actually leaving for Disney in a few days, and so that unfortunately is going to have to wait till we get back. So I hope it won't be too late for you to enjoy me decorating the front of my house, but that's a whole different beast. It's so exciting. Takes me usually a day or two to get that all done. So stay tuned for that, but that'll be in a couple of weeks. So we'll get to enjoy that for at least for October and definitely for November. So love how it just turned out over here. Really sweet, simple, cute. And our bench area here, which the lighting is never great. And I never want to turn the lights on over here because it's just so bright. So it's always a little dark. So I apologize for that, but just really cute. Like I said, if I can find some haystacks to kind of elevate these scarecrow guys and gal, I might. Otherwise, I might just leave it. I just think it's really cute and sweet. And then up top there, just really used what I had. Just wanted to bring a little bit of fall up top there. Bring your eye up. I always love to do that with garlands. I think it's an easy, quick, and inexpensive way to kind of fill an area up quickly and affordably. And the dining room, I'm really, really happy with how it came out in here. I think it just looks sweet. I think it still looks cozy. I never wanted my dining room to be stuffy or like a place where you felt like you couldn't walk into and sit down and, have a cup of coffee and chat. Like I always want every area of my home to be welcoming and inviting and warm. And that's always my goal when in decorating and just basically in life. Like, come on in. Come on in. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, tea, whatever you drink, Gatorade, whatever it is. Let's just have a chat because, man, that's just life, isn't it? Come one, come all. Loving the table. I think these little leaves just really serve no purpose other than just sitting there and looking cute. And these little bows turned out really cute. And these pumpkin centerpieces that I have here and the wreath. I might add a couple of bows to that wreath. I don't know. We'll see. That looks really cute around the urn. And that's another thing to do. Repurpose your vases. Repurpose your wreaths. They don't have to be hung on a wall. They could be used a million different ways. So that's always fun. And the hutch came out cute. I'm happy with it overall. This green plant here, I believe it's a pathos plant. I should really look that up before I say this out loud, but I'm pretty sure it is. Came from my kitchen, and I just think it looks beautiful in here, and it's growing so beautifully. It's so leggy. I love it. Can't wait to get more throughout my house. Added a little bow there, too, just to bring some of that orange color here to the hutch. One of my favorite signs. It's 5 stars, but you would probably eat here again. Love that sign. That was a Hobby Lobby find. And our little pumpkins here, just looking like we just came back from the pumpkin patch. Just threw them all in there. Gotta love it. I absolutely love fall. It is my favorite time of year. Christmas is hands down my favorite holiday. But seasonally, to decorate, oh man, I just love fall and everything that comes along with it. Everything, just the warmth and the cozy and the cool nights and the crisp days, and love it. And so does Ellie. This is our sheepadoodle Ellie. She's going to make appearances in lots of my videos because she's always around, wants to hang out, wants a little pet or two, and she's ready for fall. She's got her fall collar on. She is ready to go. She's ready for all things pumpkin. I mean, it's got to be a dog's favorite season, right? Pumpkin's so great for them. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I can't really tell you how much I appreciate it. Hope I brought a little smile to your face today. If nothing else, give thanks. Be thankful. And you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope to see you in the next one. And so does Ellie. Thanks, everyone. Bye, guys.